Tag. Willkommen zum Deutschkurs or welcome to the German learning course. Wie geht es Ihnen? How are you? Or literally, how is it going with you? We shall learn the grammar to construct this phrase today. In the previous video, we have seen that der Dativ fall or the dative case is also known as the indirect object. The indirect object is the noun that receives something. It generally indicates to whom or for whom something is being done. So, the question for der Dativ fall is wem, to whom, in case of a person, or was, what, in case of an object. We have also discussed the dative articles and possessive pronouns along with few examples. If you still aren't clear with the dative case, please refer to the previous video of this series, whose link is given in the I button as well as in the description below. But the most important thing is that der Dativ fall is also used after certain verbs and prepositions. We shall learn about the dative prepositions in the later videos. Generally, the learners are recommended to memorize which of the verbs are dative, which are accusative, and which of the verbs are dative plus accusative. We know that the case for nouns are given based on their function, that is, whether the noun is doing the action or either directly or indirectly receiving the action in a sentence. But how can a verb be of any case? It could be a little difficult for an English speaker to understand this, as there is no exact grammar concepts that it can be directly translated into. Although the same grammar exists in many other Asian and few European languages as well. In this video, I shall try to give you few tips on how to say if a verb is dative or not. Please note that the same logic cannot be applicable for every dative verb. The following examples are given just to give you a rough idea for the better understanding of how the dative works. But before we get into the dative verbs, we shall first learn about the personal pronouns in dative case. A personal pronomen is used to avoid the repetition of nouns in the sentence, and the gender of the nouns must exactly be the gender of the noun that it's representing. This table indicates the nominative pronouns on the left and the ones on the right are their corresponding dative personal pronomen. Please repeat after me. Ich or I, mir. Du, dir. Ihm, sie, ihr. Es, ihm. Wir, uns. Ihr, euch. Sie, ihnen. And the formal you, sie also takes Ihnen but with the gross I or the capital letter I. So if we look at the phrase wie geht es Ihnen, how is it going with you? Here with you are two different words in English which is replaced by a single word Ihnen in German. This is the reason why I've said English lacks few grammar points than German. So in general, wherever there is a translation which includes to you, with you, for you, etc., we can directly identify that it is in dative case. Not just the pronoun you, but also any other pronoun when used with to, for, or with usually takes dative pronouns. Zum Beispiel, or for example, wem gehört die Tasche? Wem gehört die Tasche? If the answer is the bag belongs to her. Here, to her gives the hint that it is in dative fall. From the table, her corresponds to the she part of the table, so the dative personal pronomen is ihr. Die Tasche gehört ihr. Die Tasche gehört ihr. Now, could you try saying the bag belongs to him? Yes, die Tasche gehört ihm. Die Tasche gehört ihm. Simple, right? Now here another interesting concept to learn is about the dative verbs. Gehören, that is to belong, is considered as pure dative verb. The reason is quite simple. As you can see, whenever we use the word belonging in terms of possession, the sentence usually goes as the bottle belongs to me, the cat belongs to her, This house belongs to my sister, etc. So the noun and pronouns are always added with the preposition to. And as we have learned earlier, to, for, and with plus pronoun indicates it is dative. Therefore, the verb gehören is thus a pure dative. The important thing to note here is that this kind of translation doesn't always work. For example, if we consider another pure dative verb, helfen, which means to help. In English, there is generally no preposition used in front of pronouns while using this verb. We simply use, can you help me? I helped her. She helped the children. My mother always helps the poor, etc. Though helfen is a pure dative, we cannot understand the logic with English language. And this is why learners are recommended to mug up and remember the dative verbs like helfen. Antworten is another pure dative verb which can easily be identified. Ich antworte meinem Lehrer. Ich antworte meinem Lehrer. I answer to my teacher. She answers to her father. Sie antwortet ihrem Vater. Sie antwortet ihrem Vater, etc. So the logic behind all of the dative verbs is same, although few are identifiable in English and few are not. Some of the important pure dative verbs are Schaden, helfen, danken, antworten, gratulieren, nutzen, gehören, gefallen, es geht, Schenken. To find more examples on dative, please follow me on Facebook at Let's Speak German. In the next video, we shall learn about few interesting rules for the placement of dative nouns and pronouns in a sentence. Thank you for watching. Dankeschön.